Aries, welcome to your reading. Please keep in mind that these are general, so not all of the messages are going to resonate to a T because it is for many people at once. So please take what resonates, dismiss what doesn't, flip and reverse as you need to. You should know if this is for you or not. If it's not lining up to you, your situation, or your story, someone that you're dealing with, it may not be for you, so don't try to make it fit. We're going to move on to a channeled message for you, Aries. Quick disclaimer with these channeled messages, they absolutely can be reversed and switched. This is an energy that you're going to be dealing with, so it can either be you in this energy or you can be dealing with it externally, meaning it can be someone else. You may also find that the energy will flip-flop between two people back and forth, or you both can be in the energy and you can be mirroring each other in different ways. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's get started. Aries, for you, I see you bursting out of a haze, okay? This haze could be like sleepiness, this could be fatigue, laziness, maybe not feeling motivated, okay? Maybe feeling burnt out, maybe even just laying low for a little bit, maybe not taking action, just definitely a feeling of stagnancy, not doing anything, not moving, and kind of hazy. So that'll be different for different people, what that haze will be specifically, okay? You guys are bursting out of that, and I see you back with a vengeance because you have this look on your face where it's like you're really determined now. It's just back with a vengeance. That's what it is. You're fired up and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to stay down. I wasn't planning on staying down for a long time. It's all system go now. And I see you raising an eyebrow and looking back at that haze that you burst out of. I was hearing they thought I would be down forever, or they thought I would be done forever. Okay, so raising an eyebrow, kind of a little bit of a smirk. You guys thought I would be down forever. You guys thought I quit. You guys thought I stopped. So there is a reference here to other people. Some of you, it's going to depend on who this could be. Could be a couple different people. This could be one specific person. But there is a reference to other people external to you, kind of feeling like, you would be down for a long time. Maybe you went through something. It would be different for all of you what that is. Could be health related, could be a breakup, could be depression, could be the loss of something, could just be fatigue, could just be like with health, right? Maybe just taking a break, not doing anything, losing passion for something, whatever it is for you. You have people that have been watching you. Okay, and people thought that maybe you quit or you were done or you would be down for quite a bit. So there's a kind of a hint of underestimating the Aries, okay? And Aries love when people underestimate them. Okay, so you're back with a vengeance now, and I see you powering through different terrain. It's like you look back, you smirk at those people that thought you'd be down forever, and then you start kind of speeding up and kind of moving through different terrains, doing many jumps, going around different obstacles. And I see you doing this really, really quickly as well, really powered up. It's like some of you may have needed that time to kind of do what you were doing, rest or take a time out or disappear for a little bit, whatever it was that you stopped doing or that haze that you were in. You may have needed that, okay? I feel like there is a charging up of your energy now, and it's working in your favor. I see you climbing a huge mountain as well. It's very steep. And you climb the top of this mountain, and I do feel many eyes on you, Aries. I feel like a lot of people are watching you. It's almost like you're putting on a show, but not really. It's like you're just doing you, you're just doing your thing, but it's kind of like putting on a show for these people that are watching. Okay? And you climb this mountain, and when you reach the top, I hear crickets. So there's almost a reference to people being kind of quiet about what you're doing. Okay, I do feel like you have a lot of viewers. I feel like you do have a lot of people that watch what you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing. It'll be different for all of you. But people may be very quiet about it. And it doesn't mean that everybody's quiet about it, okay? It's just something about the overall energy that there's crickets. And then I see you kind of sliding down this steep hill and going up a bigger one. So you climb an even bigger mountain. almost immediately, okay? You're really doing a lot of things. It's like you may have been down and out over something, and now you're making up for lost time. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And you climb this even bigger mountain than before, and again, you reach the top and crickets, okay? So people are maybe choosing to kind of be quiet about what you're doing, even though they're watching you, okay? And I do feel like people are keeping up with you. And there's some people that watch you enough that feel like, oh, they stopped, they quit, they're not doing it anymore, they're slowing down, maybe they're giving up, whatever. I do feel like there were people thinking that about you in something that you did. Okay. And again, crickets. So after that, I did see that you kind of like started to forget about these other people. It's like, you know what, to hell with it. I don't care anymore. I don't care if you're watching. I don't care if you see. I'm just going to do this for myself. Okay, so at that point, you turn back and you go up an even bigger mountain than these two other ones, okay? This one is like the Mount Everest of the mountains that you've accomplished. Mountains can talk about achievements, okay, accomplishments, obstacles that you've overcome, things that you've overcome, but something about climbing to the top of the mountain, it's very specific to achievements, accomplishments, goals, something like that, a dream. This next one, this third one, is massive. Okay, and you reach the top and you are not even looking back. I don't feel that you're even standing at the top of the mountain waiting for people to say something this time. And that's when I see people going, gasping. Okay, they're going, wow, they're amazed. They're gasping because they're shocked. They're watching you and they're watching you climb this even bigger mountain than before. And now people are talking. Now people are saying something. They're talking to their friends about it. They're talking to other people about it. But it's like at this point, I see that you don't care. I see that you're kind of battling some things at the top of that mountain. So there could be many different things that you're trying to tackle when you reach this third very important accomplishment, this big one, okay? There's something big about this third mountain. And there's something about like battling, okay? Some things, people, obstacles, problems. You're busy. That's what I'm getting, is you're busy at this third mountain. You don't have time to even, maybe at this point you won't even be on social media, you won't be checking your social media, you won't be talking to people, you're just so enthralled in what you're doing. And I do see that that is when people start talking. I don't know necessarily if they are going to say anything to you, okay, but they are talking to other people, so word is getting around about what you're doing, okay? And you don't care anymore at this point, Aries. That's what I see for you. Okay, so that's all I got for you. We're going to get started now. Okay, Aries, we're going to pull 2 Oracle deck cards for you. All right, it says friendship. Seek out a soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. Okay. Especially with all that energy that you may be coming into now, Aries. It's all system go, and you may be wanting to go out and do things. You may be wanting to socialize. Okay. It says take time to breathe out with the disseminating moon. Okay, some of you, you've already done that, okay? You're coming out of that energy, okay? And others of you, there may be external people to you that may need to take time to breathe out, okay? So, right off the start, I do see that haziness energy here. There's an energy of the Hanged Man, okay? This is keeping yourself in a timeout, not moving, not doing anything, taking time to think, reflect, okay? Gain a different perspective on something. And I do see a lot of stress energy attached to that. Okay, this is definitely that haze of you not moving, you kind of taking a time out. Okay, some of you, it's going to be health related. Others of you could be mental health. It could be a breakup. It could be a loss of some sort. It could be something else. Some of you could have had trouble sleeping, okay, in the last little bit, maybe staying up late at night, or maybe not sleeping because of health problems, or some of you aren't sleeping or weren't sleeping because of an emotional thing, like a breakup or a loss or something, okay? So that definitely kept you down for a little bit, but I feel like you're moving out of that energy. I do see a lot of you moving on from that energy, leaving it behind, maybe moving on emotionally from things that kept you up at night, things that really stressed you, okay? And some of you could have been ghosted by someone. There's like a very cold energy here of people or someone here abandoning you, rejecting you, leaving you for someone else, making you feel forgotten, making you feel like you're not good enough. This is a very lack mentality energy. Okay, and so that could have been part of what someone or people may have done to you in the past, because this is an energy and this could go for multiple people. It is collective. So there could have been multiple people here who made you feel not good enough, made you feel like, you know, they're just going to leave you behind. They abandoned you. They switched up on you. They ghosted you, whatever, not giving you enough. And I do see you moving on emotionally from that. Okay? Because you're not happy with this. Okay? These people or this type of energy is not pleasing for you, okay? It doesn't fulfill you at all. It makes you quite down. It makes you feel rejected, not good enough. It just depletes your energy, okay? You were not happy with these people or this situation. And that's something that maybe you need to heal from. And others of you, it could be health, it could be something else, okay? I see you kind of moving on and maybe even icing people out in the near future, okay? Like I said, it's like you may reach a point where you don't even care anymore about others. You don't even care anymore about people because maybe they're just not giving you enough, okay? This energy of being forgotten, maybe not feeling not good enough, feeling iced out by people. Okay, people not giving you energy at all. And that makes you quite disappointed. I do see that. You're not happy with that. And so you may reach a point in time where you ice everybody out. You forget about people. You don't care about people anymore. Okay, obviously it's not going to be for everybody in your life. There's going to be people that you are close to, but there's going to be a majority of other people that we're not giving you enough, that we're not showing up for you in some way. You are going to ice them out. You're going to block them out. You're going to just make them feel forgotten. Maybe not on purpose. I don't feel like you're doing this intentionally. It's kind of just like, to hell with this. Screw everybody. They don't care. I'm going to go and do my own thing. Okay? And you may end up having some people feel quite rejected, quite left out from you. I do see that. If they were doing it to you, it's kind of going to reverse on them. Okay? Now, on top of that, I see that there is somebody here, or it could be multiple people, as I said, that will be losing sleep over you. Okay? I see energies here of people being very stuck. Okay? They cannot sleep. They're in a haze. They cannot think straight. It's like they can't stop thinking about you moving on without them. Some of you, it's someone specific. Could be an ex, okay, or an ex-friend or whatever. You moving on is really stressing some people out. And they feel like they can't move. They feel like they can't move forward. They can't do something. It's almost like if people were wishing a haze on you, it has almost bounced back onto them. Okay? That could be very specific for some of these people. If they wished for you to be stuck on them, or you to be stuck in your place and not do anything and not go anywhere, now that's the energy that they're in. Okay? Meanwhile, they're very bothered by you walking away from them. Some of you ghosted an ex, okay? You may have had an ex that abandoned you, ghosted you, chose someone else, made you feel like you were in lack, you weren't good enough, and then you iced them out. Okay? That's a boundary. You're going to do this to me, I'm not going to be in your life. You're going to lose me. So you walked away and you blocked these people or this person. Okay? And now these people, they're very stressed over you. They can't stop thinking about you moving on without them because you blocked them. Okay? They're not happy about this. I do see that. So some of them, you know, they did some things to you that were very ugly, and it's like they got the consequences of that, and they're not happy about that. Okay, they're not happy with the outcome, which is odd, because I feel like if you weren't going to be happy with the outcome, why would you do what you did? Okay, so something of like maybe not thinking that you would walk away from them, block them, never speak to them again, something like that, okay? Now, I do see that with that person or these people, they knew, okay, some of these people are going to be exes or ex-situationships, and these people knew, okay, they had intuition, they knew that you wanted a family, you wanted a relationship, you wanted to have something domestic with them, okay, and you wanted stability with these people, and I do see that they knew just how invested you were of them, okay? You put a lot into them. Either it was time, energy, affection, attention, money, whatever. You were very much invested in being with them, and they knew this. Okay? They knew. So if they acted like they didn't know, they did know. Okay? And they also knew that if they did these things to you, you would end up cutting them out of your life, okay, and rejecting them or never speaking to them again. They knew that too. They intuitively knew that's what was going to happen if they did what they did. Okay, and it's like they chose to do it anyways, and that's the weird thing here, because I see someone here who, it's like they knew how much you loved them, they knew how much you wanted to be with them, and they used that against you. Okay, because I do see that here. It's like they knew that you wanted these things with them. Okay, they knew that you felt rejected. They knew that you felt unhappy and you felt like you weren't good enough. They knew these things, and it's like, yet we have the Five of Swords linked to that. So there was almost like a very petty energy to them being very cold with you. I do see that this person was cold, detached, okay, kind of an asshole, ignoring you, avoiding you, not giving you much, okay, not expressing things to you, and they did this with very petty intentions, okay? They chose to intentionally hurt you. I do see that they regret it now. We have Five of Cups directly attached to the King of Swords, which is directly attached to the Five of Swords. So they regret their actions, and they knew that this was all going to happen, and yet they ignored their intuition. I see that they're very conflicted now, okay? They're very stuck over you, and now they're in this haze. They may have tried to put you in a haze, okay? A depression, or make you stagnant, block you in some way, or just make you stuck on them. And now that's sort of kind of bounced back onto them, and they're very stuck over you, okay? I see that they're in a lot of conflict over you, and a lot of conflict over the actions that they took against you. So the games that they played with you, the things that they did intentionally to hurt you, being very petty and vengeful with you, there's a lot of conflict in regards to that, okay? It's like they can't stop thinking about how you really wanted to be with them, and you were willing to do anything for them, is kind of what I'm hearing. Very generous towards them. You were willing to wait for them. You were willing for them to heal. You were patient with them, whatever. You really made it known that you were invested in them, okay? And they knew that, and it's like they think back to how disgusting they treated you, okay? They did some things that were kind of disgusting. That's the word I'm hearing. It's like, how could you do that to somebody who loved you that much? They wanted to be with you, and they worked for you. They put in a lot of time, effort, attention into you, patience, and it's like, how could you do that to them? And so that's what they're thinking about. It's like there's multiple types of emotions here. It's like they're mad at you because maybe you left them, but they're mad at themselves for doing what they did. They also feel sad. How could I do that to someone who loved me? And they regret it. There's a lot of regret, but there's also anger. There could be something that they were holding on to, okay, because the Four of Pentacles reversed is next to that. So this is an energy of finally letting go of something that made them pissed, made them angry, made them feel conflicted. But it's like before they may have held on to something, and that may be why they were petty. So there was something that happened between you guys that they were holding on to. They weren't letting go of it. And so that's also in them too. But I see that they're letting go of that, because we do see the Eight of Cups attached to the Five of Wands, attached to the Five of Cups. So they're finally letting go. They're moving on over this kind of conflicting energy that they had towards you that may have caused them to be petty. They regret it. So hurting you has hurt them more than anything. Okay, that's what they're realizing. And I do see that you are closing out a cycle here. You're finishing up a cycle when it comes to this stagnant, hazy energy. So some of you were in this kind of hazy energy, whether it was health, emotions, financial, whatever. You were stuck and you were stressed, or you couldn't sleep. Okay, you're closing that out. There's something about full circle energy here. So you're reaching a point in time where a lot of things are coming full circle. So think back maybe up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, where you were and what you wanted to do, what your goals were. And now look at yourself today. There's a huge kind of indication of full circle energy. So there's something about everything coming full circle. So now you may have the things that you wanted before. Now you may be doing the things that you wanted before. And now you may be healed from before, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Okay, so you're reaching a brand new cycle. And I do see that you're moving into an energy of having everything that you could have ever asked for, having everything that you've ever wanted. Okay, and I see you moving into a very happy energy, joy, freedom. Okay, just very happy. You have everything that you've wanted. Why wouldn't you be happy, right? And we do see that attached to Four of Wands energy. Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles, the Sun, 4 of Wands. So one of these things here that you may be getting in the 10 of Pentacles, one of those things may be this beautiful, committed, domestic relationship that you wanted. You may have wanted it with this past person, and they knew that, and so they chose to hurt you and make you suffer. They were petty, they were playing games with you, whatever. And you wanted this with them. Now I do see that you're going to get it. Okay, so you're going to get that beautiful relationship that you wanted with this past person. And you're going to be very happy. Okay, you may not be here yet. Okay, this may take some time until you reach it, but you will have it. I do see that. And there's other things here that you also wanted in life that you are going to get as well. Okay, I see that when you reach this energy of 10 of Pentacles and you're extremely happy, you are also in this energy of King of Swords. So many people may have been King of Swords energy with you, not saying anything, keeping quiet about your success, your achievements, struggles that you were going through, anything. There's a collective energy of people keeping quiet when it came to you. You climbing a mountain of something, stress, grief, loss in your life, struggle, and people watched you. I do feel like you had a lot of people watching you, and yet they kept quiet. Okay, I can see how that could be hurtful if it was friends, family. People just, they couldn't be bothered to say anything, okay? But they didn't keep their eyes off of you. And so you do reach a time where it's like when you reach this success, this wish fulfillment, and you're really happy, you're kind of in this energy of fuck everybody. Okay, again, it's not going to be everybody, but it's going to be most people. You are going to be really icy towards these other people that maybe made you feel like they didn't see you, they didn't care. Any types of energies that made you feel that way. Could be an ex, could be a newer person as well, could be friends, anything. There's that energy where you just weren't happy with this energy and you're going to walk away from these people, the situation, the past, the heartache that you went through, the struggles that you went through. You're leaving it all behind. And that's when people really start to miss you. I do see that, okay? So it's like you doing this, moving on, walking away and ghosting people, or making people feel like they made you feel. okay, left out in the cold, forgotten. I do see that there is someone here that is going to open up to you. Could be multiple people. And they're going to open up to you about feeling defeated over your happiness. Okay? Some of them may not say that because I feel like that's pretty ballsy for people to admit. It's like, I feel defeated that you're so happy. I don't know if people really have the ego to straight up say that. So it could be along those lines, or it could just be opening up to you about pettiness, vengefulness, mind games. Okay, there's something about them letting go of the past, letting go of something that angered them, and opening up. So there could be maybe someone recently, maybe someone newer, and it could be the past person as well, that because you walked away, you moved on from them, which is someone who ghosted you, left you out. This is going to make people open up towards you. Okay? And I do see that, you know, they're missing you a lot. It's like you closed a cycle out with them, and maybe they were in denial of that. Okay, it's like you're doing better things and you're moving into Ten of Pentacles energy. And people are really going to regret when you start to get to that level, because now you're cold to them. And it's like they regret being cold to you. So it's like people didn't support you. They weren't there for you. Okay, they didn't come through. They stayed silent during the times that you needed them. Okay, and you're just going to turn your back on these people. And people are really going to miss you, okay? I see people up at night, they're losing sleep over you, or this is someone specific. Some of these people, they could have been narcissistic with you, and they may have liked to have competition, okay? They may have liked drama. And so they may have kind of brought that around you, and they knew that, you know, you wanted more with them. And so they may have put you in competition, they may have been playing games, basically what I mentioned before, but there's something about people competing for them, okay? And maybe they wanted you to be, you know, stressed over them, stressed over the fact that there's lots of competitors over them. It's like a manipulation tactic to make you chase them more, or want them more, or be more invested in them, but it's like you were already so invested in them. How much more did they need from you, okay? That's kind of weird. This person also knew that you were going to find that relationship that you wanted. So they knew, it's like, if I don't give Aries what they want, Aries is going to find someone else who gives that to them. But did that stop them from doing what they did to you? No. They do regret it. It has bit them in the ass. Now in the outcome, we have the Devil card. Okay, so there's very heavy obsession energy with people or a specific person, because now you've turned your back on them. You're cold, you're icy, you're not that loving, nurturing people pleaser that you were. Okay, maybe trying to make people happy, trying to make them feel special all the time, because we do have the Queen of Swords, and that can be an air sign, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, especially with Libra. You know, you guys can be, if you have Libra placements, which I myself do, you could be more about like keeping everything balanced, keeping everything nice, well-mannered, okay? And almost a people-pleasing energy, like wanting to do the most to make people feel good, special, loved, appreciated. But then this is what you got. You got this from people. And I feel like the more that you were invested in some people, you just got nothing, okay? You were not happy or fulfilled in that relationship or the friendship or anything. Could be family members as well. You're not the same person anymore, Aries, and that's making people obsess over you, okay? Now, I see you coming into wish fulfillment for yourself, and you're very proud of yourself. You're very proud of what you've accomplished. You're very proud of where you've come from. And I did see that in the channeled message. You know, you do all these things and you're very proud of yourself. And it's like some of you could just wish that, I don't know if it's recognition or you just want reciprocation. So you want people to give back what you gave to them. And it's really hard to get that as an Aries. It really is. I feel like Aries people go above and beyond for people. Okay, they're the type of person that will literally fight for you. They will literally get into a fist fight for you. Okay, they defend you, they stick up for you, they fight. We do so much for the people that we love, and it's really rare to get that back as an Aries, okay? Now, there is some energy here of people feeling kind of smug over, you know, it's like you may have spent some time where you didn't do anything. You may have spent some time where a job, an opportunity, a project did not go through. Okay, so people are watching you. It's like, how else would they have this smug energy of something not working out for you? Okay, so it's like people were hoping that you would stay down in some way. People were hoping that you wouldn't get back up. People were hoping that you wouldn't survive what you just went through. Maybe it's just a break that you took. Maybe you're working towards something and you just needed to kind of take a little time out, okay? You could have had health problems. You could have had sleeping issues. You could have had heartache or something else, okay? People were watching you, and it's like they thought that this career or this new beginning was not going to go through. They thought that it was a fake beginning, okay? I feel like they felt smug over this. It's like, haha, you know, that's not working out for them. They're not doing it anymore. They quit. They quit. It's almost like they got excited over that, okay? So you could have people that you know that watch you. There's something that you may be doing. It could even be like working out. Maybe you're trying to get your body in shape or something else. And it's like you may have a little moment where you're not doing anything, where you fell back, where you're not producing work or something like that. You've been down and people got excited over this, okay? Or it's someone specific, okay? It may not be people, but I feel like you're cutting this out. And it's like it's backfiring on them because you are getting your wish fulfillment, Aries. You are going to come into this Ten of Pentacles energy where you have everything. And that's when people are really going to miss you. Now they're going to regret how they treated you. It really sucks that that's what it takes for people to look at themselves. It's like you need to start doing better and leaving them behind. And all of a sudden they regret. You know, and personally, I've had that happen in the past. It's like through my youth, people did things and then I kind of grew up. Maybe I did some modeling or whatever. I didn't really like have much crazy success as I would label it, but maybe to the outside world they kind of looked at me like, wow, you've really done a lot, or you have a lot of things, or you just, you know, you glue up. Okay, so you may have glowed up or something like that. It's like people are really going to start to regret what they did, the time that your time that they wasted, or treating you the way they did, or doing something. And people are going to open up to you. Okay, they're going to open up to you about winning, competing with you, games, trying to win over you, or feeling defeated over your happiness. Or they're opening up to you about this behavior that they've had because they see you happy. It's like they don't matter to you anymore. I feel like a lot of you, whether you're male or female, you're both here. Both of you are this very cold type of individual to these people. And it's like people now want to open up to you about stuff, which is really weird. And that's how it goes. I've had it happen. You start succeeding or doing well, and now people want to apologize from years and years ago. Stuff that you didn't even think about anymore. It's like they want to bring it up and kind of like, I don't know, get in your energy again or be relevant, okay? So let's take a look at this other energy. Let's take a look at this external energy to you who wants to come through. Okay, we have the Lovers. So I do see you getting into a commitment here, okay? A relationship. It's very passionate, it's very attracted, and you're just leaving other people out in the cold. So especially when that's exes or past flings, situationships, yeah, you're not going to be opening up to these people. This reading is all about closing down to these people that you've been giving and giving and giving. Maybe it's been support, maybe it's been recognition, anything. You've been giving a lot, Aries, and it's like you're not happy with what you're getting back from people. And it's like, that's okay. You're just going to pick yourself up. You're going to keep going, and these people are not going to be relevant to you anymore, okay? And I do see that you're going to meet somebody and you're going to be very happy. Okay, you won't really need anybody else. You'll have your partner, you'll have your family, you'll have your success, and that's all you really need, Aries, okay? You'll have some of your very close, loyal friends that you do have. Yeah, and I see that people see you very much into your work. If you're a male Aries, in the future here, people are going to look at you as Mr. Successful CEO, boss man. Okay, you're doing a lot of things. You could be very successful in your career. You could be getting a lot of money. Your stability could be building up here. 10 of Pentacles can also be money, stability, generational wealth. So you're kind of on the path to that, or people view you in that way. And people are going to notice that you're not giving them the time of day. You're not opening up to them anymore. You're not sharing. Because I feel like when you did share, people, you know, made you feel left out in the cold. Whether that was friends, family, or just the general public. You know, people are silent about what you're doing. And so it's like you're no longer going to be sharing or giving to these people. Yeah, and I see that people are going to notice that you've gotten out of turmoil. Okay, so it's, again, people watched you go through something. They watched you go through a loss. They watched you go through an obstacle or something in your life. And they see that you've gotten out of it. There was excitement when you stopped. There was excitement when you disappeared. There was excitement when they thought that something wasn't going to happen for you. And it could be in career for some of you, because the Ace of Pentacles can talk of career. But some of you, it's relationship. But it's just a false start, okay? Something that didn't go through. And, you know, that may be happening to some of these people, especially if there's an ex that wished that you would fail. It's almost like, yeah, they wanted you to fail. They wanted you to be depressed and in this haze and not going anywhere. So some of them may have done something to try and do that to you, because it seems very projecting onto you. And there's pettiness. So it's like something that they did, very underhanded, very sneaky. They may have done something. And some of you, it was just the way they treated you. It was just them abandoning you, switching up on you, cheating on you, whatever. They may have done that as a direct attack on your self-confidence, on your motivation, on your energy, on your success. But they see you succeeding, okay? These people see you succeeding, and they see that you've gotten yourself out of it. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So you will be having a new beginning in love. So they see you kind of getting out of adversity. Okay, you may have fallen into a little pit for a while there, but you recovered, and it's like you're going to be blessed in front of people's eyes. You're getting a lot of things that you want, and some of you want love, and that's part of it, okay? Let's take a look at damaged confessions. Damaged confessions for these external energies. It says, I date down so I can feel comfortable. Okay, so those of you that are dealing with an ex or an ex situationship, this person may have ghosted you for someone else. They may have switched up on you. Okay, it's like they knew you were going to feel rejected and not good enough and all that stuff, and they didn't care. Some of them dated down. Okay, so they didn't even date anybody that was that great. Some of them do this because they don't feel good enough. And that could be why they projected onto you that you're not good enough, and they did these things to you, okay? Because that's what happens. It says, I've cried over you. Yeah, I do see crying. So this is an energy of crying, and this can be an energy of crying. This is definitely like heavily staying up at night. They can't stop thinking about you. I keep seeing that they can't stop thinking about how they did you dirty. They're so mad at themselves. They regret it. They're sad. They're heartbroken. They're frustrated, because they knew this was going to happen. So it's almost like, you know, when you get that hunch about something, but you ignore it, and then it ends up happening, and you're like, oh, why did I not listen to that? You know, I could have had this, or this could have happened, or I could have stopped this one thing from happening. That's kind of what I see for them. You're my obsession, baby. Yeah. I do see people and someone specific kind of obsessing over you. Okay, now you don't want them. Now you're not giving them the time of day. They're not allowed in your life anymore. And now they're totally, utterly obsessed with you. It says, please don't ever let me go. So I kind of feel some codependency energy with them. It's like they did not want you to forget them. They did not want you to leave them. They did not want you to ever let them go. And they may have done things systematically to kind of stay in your heart, stay in your mind. by stressing you out, hurting you, rejecting you. Okay, they wanted to stay in your head. They wanted to stay in your heart. It's like they thought that was the key to your heart, hurting you, making you obsessed with them, stressing you out. But it's like it only made you leave them out in the cold. And they kind of knew that was going to happen. Okay, so they kind of knew that you were not somebody to play with, but they still underestimated you. Everything I do, it's all for you. Yeah, so this is somebody who plans everything out, and everything that they do is kind of a show for you. They put on a huge show for you, and it backfired. I mean, this show was not the greatest, okay? This was all to hurt you, to kind of win over you, to make you feel rejected. I don't know why they would have done that to somebody who would have done anything for them. And that's what they're thinking. They're really, it's like they're waking up from a haze. Wow. I just got that message. Not only are you leaving a haze, waking up from a haze, I feel like this person is also waking up from a haze. And it's like they can't believe what they did. They don't know why they did it. They don't know why they could have done that to you. Like you never gave them a reason for them to do such things to you. It says, I know that you know my true feelings. Yeah. This person always loved you. They had feelings for you. They wanted you more than you ever knew, but they refused to tell you. With the King of Swords energy here, where it's male or female, they refuse to tell you anything. They refuse to express emotions. They refuse to show that they care. Okay? They may have spoken to you, because the King of Swords will speak to you. They will communicate, but they don't show that they care. They don't express that they care. Yeah. It says, I'm going to marry you one day. It says, dream woman or man, you have everything. Empress energy, so attracted, perfection, beautiful soul, that rare type, skilled and stable. So yeah, this person, it's like they wanted you in their future. Okay, and some of you may have known that as well. I do see High Priestess energy attached to the Four of Wands, attached to the Seven of Pentacles or the Eight of Pentacles. And so not only did they know how much you wanted to be with them, but you also knew that they wanted to be with you as well. You could feel it intuitively. And that's why the intuition card is here, because I mean, for you, you made it clear that you wanted to be with them. So they didn't need to use their intuition that much. But with you, you really had to use your intuition, because they didn't tell you anything. They would not tell you. Okay, they refused to tell you. And so you knew that they wanted to be with you too. And that's why it's like you thought this was going to work. And yet they did something else completely different to how they felt. And now it's like they can't stop thinking about how they did you dirty, because you were their 10 of Pentacles. You had it all. You made them really happy as well. They could have closed out a cycle with you and started a whole life, a different life from what they've been used to. And yet they chose to do something else. It's crazy, because I feel like they can't even believe what they've done. Wow, that card took so much effort to get off the floor. Now we see why. It says, I still think about you when I touch myself. Yeah, so that's probably a little deep, dark secret that they do not want you to know, because I could not for the life of me get this card off the ground. You know, nails and such. But this person, they're lusting after you, and they still think about you in that way, okay? They still touch themselves to you. Okay, so all of these feelings, all of this passion that they had to you, all of this obsession, all of this fantasizing about being with you, and yet they chose to hurt you, to manipulate you, to make you feel hurt, broken, rejected, and make it make sense. Honestly, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, and I feel like they're waking up to that. Okay, so let's take a look at your independent energy. Okay, we have communication coming in, or this could be you communicating to someone. We have the Queen of Swords twice, okay? And we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. I kind of see what's going on here for some of you. So for some of you, yeah, this person had another person. They went to somebody else. And what they want to open up to you about is the games. Okay, the games, maybe the lies, because some of them went off with someone else and they may have acted like they were very happy, and they may have done this with a very petty intention towards you. Okay, it's like they were trying to win over you, they were trying to defeat you, because some of them hung on to something in the past. Okay, it could have been something really small. I feel like this person is just like, they go overboard with the revenge. Okay, and so this person may want to open up to you about the truth. I do see someone here coming in to talk to you about another woman that they may have been giving to, okay? You may have known that they were giving to someone else, obviously, because they abandoned you for someone else. And it's like they want to tell you the truth, okay? They want to have a conversation with you. And some of them want to tell you about, you know, I was just doing this to get back at you, or I felt some type of way about something else, and I did this to you and you didn't deserve that. I did this to you and I regret it. It's like you made me happy. You're everything that I want. I want to be with you, because I do see them opening up about Four of Wands energy. So they may open up to you about this relationship that they wanted with you or could have had with you. Some of you have a family with them. They're going to open up to you about family, about revenge and games, okay? And about you being everything that they want, and about how much they miss you, okay? So they definitely want to talk to you. I don't know if you're going to respond or anything like that, but this is what they want to say to you, okay? And you may just remain very cold with them, okay? I see that you're looking really good. Some of you are in very glow up energy, okay? I see you kind of being very passionate for your dreams. You're a go-getter. You're taking action and you're looking really good, okay? You may appear on the outside to be very cold and detached from people because, you know, it's all about equal give and take. Okay, so I see you being very cold with people unless they give to you equally. So if you're supporting a lot of people and they don't support you, I see you pulling back from them. I see you kind of pulling back all your energy and effort, whatever it is that you give around to people freely. You're being a little bit more reserved with it, okay? Even though I do feel like there is a very beautiful warm energy underneath this this Queen of Swords. So you may act cold and detached, but it's like deep down, this is how you feel. You're very happy, you're very warm, you're very loyal, you're willing to give, you're very generous to those that give to you. Okay, you have clarity now about certain people. Okay, you have clarity about who you want to give to. You have clarity about people you don't want to give to because they don't give to you. It's not fair, it's not equal. They stay silent, they get very smug when they feel like you're failing. Okay, it's like, yeah, they watch everything that you do because they want to know if you're failing, but it's like when you start to win, they have nothing to say. Okay, so you've come into a lot of clarity and you are moving forward victoriously very quickly. There is fast movement forward here because of this energy. You may have been held back by some of these people. Okay, you're not going to let people hold you back anymore, Aries. I do see that. Okay, so now let's get some blessings for you. Let's get some blessings for you. Self-love, feeling and looking your best. It says joy. It says improvements. It says more peace, huge change in your life. Yeah, this kind of goes with the reading. A lot of you are going to love yourselves a little bit more. Okay, you may have been like giving to other people and, you know, exes and whatnot. And it's like now you're giving it all to yourself. Okay, and this is a huge change in your life. I do see things moving a lot quicker because of that. And I do see that when you start to pull back from people, that's when they all come to you. Now they want to talk about your success. Now they want to talk about what they did to you. Now they miss you. Now blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's like it's magnetizing people to you, okay? It says health discovery. It says recovery now that you've found out what it is. It says, learning and healing. It says finally finding what was causing it. It says able to treat it. Yeah, so some of you may have had a health problem here, okay? It may have caused you some sleepless nights, maybe some stress, unable to rest, and made you feel very sluggish, fatigued, lazy, unmotivated, in a haze. And now it's like you found out what it was, okay? Or you're about to, and it's like now you can treat it, or you have been treating it. This is definitely true for me. Okay, with me, I was detoxing. I went and bought the PBX heavy metal detox from TikTok. It's super famous on TikTok. I would not recommend it, okay? There's a lot of side effects to it, and it really ruined my life. It really did. And the only reason why I got out of it is because I found this bentonite clay that has powdered zeolites in it, and I took that, and that is helping me feel better. Now, last one, we have gifted offspring. For those of you that have children, it says chosen, it says famous, helpful, take care of you. It says educated, successful, intelligent, and builder. Okay, so some of you may have a child or children, and some of you may be expecting, there's a very gifted energy around this child, okay? They're going to grow up to be someone very important. Whether they're famous or not, they may just be someone very important. They may spread a lot of light. They may spread a lot of healing. They may awaken people in some way. There's something very chosen about this child, okay? So you may have a child, and maybe they have issues, okay? You may wonder, like, what's going on with my child? But it's like there's something very important about this child, okay? They're very important. They're going to be someone very important, very special, okay? So that's everything. I hope that this resonated for you. And if it didn't, feel free to check your other signs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit the bell so you can get notified when I do post new videos. Thank you.